All right, so I've been doing a lot of coverage of Politicon. I will continue to do so. It's a very big political event that is going to be coming up. It is on the 20th and the 21st, so we are legitimately less than 2 weeks away. In fact, it's more like a week and a half or less from now. And the way that I have consistently put it is that Politicon needs to get their stuff together because they have been extremely unprofessional in the way that they have administered everything. Because you're talking about having these debates supposedly confirmed and then people backing out. So what we're talking about here, first of all, David Pakman still doesn't... I don't even think David Pakman is going to 1v1 debate anyone at this point. We were waiting this entire time to figure out who David Pakman was going to be actually debating one-on-one. But I guess they're just not doing a one-on-one. I don't even... it's crazy. I don't even think he's doing a one-on-one debate anymore. So that was the first red flag. Now, after that, we get news from Kyle. Kyle had already announced that he was going to be debating Ann Coulter. Now, that's not a bad debate per se, but I personally was a bit disappointed because I was hoping that he would debate Ben Shapiro, because that obviously would have been an unbelievably epic debate. However, all hope was not lost at the time because I figured, okay, Sam Seder and David Pakman, who are arguably better debaters than Kyle anyways, still have the opportunity to debate Ben Shapiro. Sam Seder's not going to be doing it because he's going to be debating the imbecile Charlie Kirk, which I'm not even sure if that's actually going to happen. I think it will, but there's no way to be sure anymore. So he's going to be debating Charlie Kirk as of right now. But Ann Coulter, who was supposedly confirmed to be debating Kyle Kulinski, backs out. She literally backed out, which is super unethical on her part because you don't back out of something you promised to do with less than 2 weeks left. That's unethical. Now, I'm not saying you have to debate everyone that's proposed to debate. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is when the proposition for the debate comes up, when you get the email saying, hey, Ann, this is what we have debate set for you, and if you confirm that, that's on you. You should have denied it up front. Then that's still like kind of, like, oh, the question still should come up. Why did you decline it? But it's not nearly as bad as you just straight up canceling with less than 2 weeks left. That's insanity. That's pure insanity. But we got wind from both David and Kyle that there was going to be a 2v2 debate between Kyle Kulinski and David Pakman on one side versus Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens on the other. Now, that is a debate I want to see. That is quite the interesting debate. That would have been unbelievably awesome. That would have been truly remarkable because Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens are complete morons. They're the dumbest people on the entire planet. They're complete hypocrites. Like, Ben Shapiro isn't necessarily dumb, right? These two people are dumb. They're dumb. First of all, I mean, Charlie Kirk doesn't know the difference between weather and climate. Same thing with Candace Owens. And Charlie Kirk is the person that Candace Owens said is the smartest person that she knows, which says a lot about herself. But if you don't believe me, go and watch her conversation with Joe Rogan on climate change. After watching that, there was nothing I could do except for give the dumbest conservative pundit title, strip it away from Tomi Lahren, and then hand it to Candace Owens because she's the dumbest fucking person I've ever seen. And so it would have been super entertaining to watch the SmackDown because despite them being imbeciles, despite that, they have a lot of prominence and influence, unfortunately. So it would have been great to watch that. That could have been big help for the prominence of Kyle and David, as well as it just would have been super entertaining. But as I stated, there was the opportunity for there to be a sort of declination, a declining, and a pullout, a back out from the debate. And it seems to be the case that, according to David Pakman, which does seem to be correct, that Candace Owens has indeed backed out from the debate.
This is unbelievable! It's impossible!
So, no Vegeta. This was entirely possible. As I already explained on every single time that I've spoken about this, I made sure to let you guys know that Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk, we don't know if it's actually going to happen or not. But let's see what David Pakman broke this down. Let's see what he said.
I hate that I have to do this like every day now. Pat hates it even more, trust me. He's spoken to me about it off air. But I've got to give you another Politicon update. Pat, we've been joking, like, do we need to do this every day? We do need to do it every day because things have changed.
I was saying even after Politicon, we're going to have to do daily updates on what the schedule is for the debates.
So to reset the story quickly, I'm going to Politicon. It's political convention is the idea, political conversations, panels, debates, etc. Initially, I had a couple panels I was doing. Some of them got canceled. Things got moved around. The latest iteration was that Kyle Kulinski from Secular Talk and I were going to be debating Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens from Turning Point USA. And it was going to be this big battle, and it was going to be fantastic. Yesterday, I mentioned that Politicon advised me that while the panel had indeed been confirmed, the panelists had not. And I changed my flight on the basis of the understanding that the panelists were confirmed, when in reality, only the panel was confirmed, which means there will be a panel, but the panelists could shift. Last night, relatively late here on the East Coast, I got a call from Politicon telling me, basically, I think they're not happy with me at all. They said, number one, the panelists you mentioned were not confirmed, and indeed, Candace Owens is not participating. We're bringing in some guy from the Daily Wire. We're bringing in roaming millennial. Again, roaming millennial will be there. As of now, Charlie Kirk is still scheduled to participate, although people have been tweeting me today that he's out. I don't know where that came from, but they told me don't talk about panelists at all until the panelists are confirmed. And I think they're confirmed now. I'm not even really sure.
Yeah, who knows what's going on with Charlie Kirk? Either he's participating in like 10 panels and
or he's not even going to be there.
Or he's not going to be there.
I don't really know. I think they also weren't too thrilled with some of my promotion. They made it clear that these are not debates at all. So can you imagine? The other day I did a video after changing my flight on the basis that I was promoting a debate between particular panelists. Turns out the panelists weren't confirmed, and it's not a debate. There's no moderator. It's just now I guess it's 5 people who are going to be on stage. So that's the latest. Who knows what it will be tomorrow or come Monday or whatever. Kyle and I were texting yesterday, Kyle Kulinski and I, and Sam Cedar and I, and we're basically all taking the approach that we may not know what we're doing until like 5 minutes before. Like even when we show up to the green room, it's possible that there will be different people there than the ones we believe will be there, or maybe even that like the time or topics of these things may change. I don't know, but that's the latest update. And the reason I feel that this is necessary is that people are contacting me saying, I'm buying tickets and plane tickets to go to Politicon to see these events that you're promoting. And I know Kyle Kulinski has been having the same issue, and some of these events aren't happening. So I want to tell people as soon as possible, even if you have non-refundable plane tickets, within 24 hours, I believe at this point, every airline lets you cancel, just sort of if you made like an oops, I booked the wrong thing type of thing. Not that I'm telling people not to go, but if you're going on the basis of a particular event I've promoted, with peace and love, I am being totally upfront about everything I know at the time that I know it.
Yeah, it's a leap of faith. It's kind of like gambling or, investing in the stock market.
Sure.
That's Politicon 2018.
It's something like that. So that's the latest, and hopefully it will all be wonderful and excellent, and everybody's great that's going, and it's all going to be fantastic, and we're going to talk about politics. Kind of unsure what else to say here. Politicon coming up very, very soon.
Holy smokes, this is embarrassing. So this is really embarrassing on the part of Candace Owens, of course, because she has backed out. I don't know why she backed out, but she hasn't, as I explained, every time I spoke about the prospect of this debate happening, I said, there's a chance of them actually backing out, number one, due to all of the conservatives who have been backing out of debates, and B, the track record at this point of Politicon of people just backing out over and over again. And as David said, while it was a slight exaggeration, it's not all that much of an exaggeration, where he said, we may not know who we're debating until like 5 minutes before. That's not that outlandish at this point. There's less than 2 weeks left. There is no legitimate organization who's supposed to be like a professional organization, which they're a business. That's how they make money, is by having this convention. There's none where they are arbitrarily changing everything to less than 2 weeks to go. I think Pat made like the analogy of saying it'd be like, you say the NFL goes Monday Night Football right now is the Saints and the Packers. And then come, Sunday night, they go, oh, you know what? No, it's not going to be Saints but it's going to be Saints and Raiders, or it's going to be the Niners and the Jags, or some like random combination. That's essentially what's going on here. But Politicon really needs to get their stuff together. They need, because they've been in the game for 4 years already. And if they want to, because I get the feeling that Kyle's not going to come back, and probably David won't either. I don't know. But apparently this isn't even a debate. I don't even know what that means. So what, are the people just going to go up and just go on, take turns doing monologues? I don't understand. How does, what? So from the Politicon website, it looks like the panel that he's speaking about is something like how the fuck do we get along? Obviously they don't put that word in there. They have like a hashtag, an @ sign, etc., and the exclamation point. And on it right now, it doesn't have David's name on it. It has Kyle, it has Roaming Millennial, it has Charlie Kirk, and I forgot who the other people were, but I think that they were sort of irrelevant to the situation at hand. To the point, basically, we don't know them. So Roaming Millennial is going to be, I don't like, why? Well, she's not on the same plane. She's not going to be here to talk about whether or not we want Medicare for all, or whether or not we should have a living wage, and what the economic reasons and rationales are. That's just not what Roaming Millennial does. So I'm not excited for that. Like, that's going to suck big ass cheeks. Which I don't understand how that's possible to suck ass cheeks. But anyways, not to get off topic here. Anyways, I'm going to close this out. Politicon, you need to get your stuff together. Apparently, this isn't even a debate. I don't know what the hell it is then. But Candace Owens has indeed backed out. And I want to mention this as a conclusion and a closing note. It may be the case that Charlie Kirk may back out, according to them as well. So we'll figure that out as well. And I'll keep you guys updated as everything comes in.